Yo, yo, yo. The sweet sounds of Gene Centeno bringing us into another edition of LG's House, episode 18 on my watch.
17.
I believe it's 18.
I think
No,
it's,
you're right. You're right.
it's
You're right.
17.
It's 17.
She's
Dang
only
it.
17.
That voice you hear emanating from the backyard is none other than Gary Snyder. What's up, Gary?
She's only 17. The best band in the world. Just, so talented, wrote that song.
Who wrote that?
Winger. And I can't believe I know that.
I only know that band because the dude from, I think it was Stewart from Beavis and Butthead, like the neighbor would wear the Winger shirt. I didn't know. I've never heard any of their music, but I do know that song, so I guess I have heard their music.
There's a documentary, of course, it's like 15 minutes long, and they were interviewing, like, I think the lead singer of Winger, and he was like, we're doing so good, and then, Beavis and Butthead started making fun of us, and then all of a sudden we tanked, and the comments were like, no, bro, it's your music that made you tank, because it wasn't Beavis and Butthead, man. So yeah. I mean, with a song like that, come on now. But number 17, here we are.
17.
And I think for the audience, though, I think we need to bring up a little something. And
What do we need to bring up?
your birthday was on Friday. So happy
Yeah,
belated birthday, brother.
Oh, man.
What's the official age?
40. Deuce.
42?
Deuce. Yeah.
Damn,
40
okay.
deuce.
I'm 5 years. I'm 5 years older than you.
42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm 47. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like tricked myself. I was like, did I just add that wrong in front of everybody? But
Yeah. I just realized something, too.
what?
My shirt's inside out.
Well, I did ask you, what did you do today? You're like, nothing. I just sat around the house, and that literally is like the.
My shirt's inside out.
Bro, is your underwear inside out too, bro? Like,
I'm
what's
not
going
wearing
on, bro?
any underwear.
Fucking Lazy Sunday. Welcome everybody to the Lazy
just kidding.
Sunday
I'm wearing underwear.
podcast.
I can't free ball, man. I'm not that kind of guy.
Well, first of all, I think we need to take a shot for your birthday.
Already?
Because yeah. This is a celebration of life, like another year around the sun, and you have completed it. And I want to say happy birthday to you. Many wishes, and hope you just keep doing what you're doing. And much love, bro.
I appreciate you,
So
brother.
throw it up,
Ready?
brother, man.
3, 2, 1.
Órale, vato, what's happening?
Okay, so speaking of birthdays,
Woo!
okay, so what did you do? What did you do on Friday?
So I went out to eat.
Okay.
That's basically all I ever do for my birthday. We pick a restaurant. I meet with my mom and my brother.
Perfect.
We go out to eat. So I went to this restaurant. It's a Japanese restaurant called yes, thank you.
God damn it.
Japanese restaurant called Suki or Suk or Suko. 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 It's called Suko, and it's on Boulevardy in 1604. Fairly new, a few years old, and they specialize in sushi and the experience. You pay for like the courses.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't do that. We did the regular dining. But you can do like a $100, $150 like chef's course where like we wanted to find in Tokyo, but you had to book it like 10 years in advance. But
See, I thought,
it's something like that. You would probably appreciate this place, but it was pretty good. It wasn't bad.
I thought when you were trying to like pronounce it, I thought you were going to say "suck it dry ramen" or "suck it ramen" or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
I know about that place.
Have you had it before?
No, I've never been there.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try it.
I know they have one down there on St. Paul Square, right across from Toro. My favorite Spanish restaurant in San Antonio area.
Have you had a birthday like while you were traveling, like overseas somewhere, and it just kind of landed on your birthday? Whether obviously maybe there's a little bit of planning going on like that, or no?
Not that I recall. I have spent a lot of Halloweens elsewhere.
Yes, yeah, you have actually.
For a while there, I made it a habit to like make sure I was somewhere else on Halloween night.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just became like a ritual, and COVID ended that, obviously. But
Yeah.
it was like before COVID. Every Halloween, I was in a different country, and 2 of those Halloweens were actually in Portugal, in Sintra, Portugal.
Did you dress up, or you were just kind of like observing? Because
I was just observing. I didn't dress up at all.
when you were, I remember you telling me this like years ago, and you were saying I was in Portland. I mean Portugal, and it was Halloween. I did not know that Halloween was celebrated that far. I thought it was like a United States thing, right?
It is. It is.
Okay.
It's different over there. It's it's like Mexico has Day of the Dead. It's more like that overseas in Europe. They celebrate like death and
But do
they dress as skeletons instead of like sexy cop.
Okay.
They'll dress up
nurse.
as like zombies and like Pinhead and like classic horror movie characters.
But do they call it
Ghost?
But do they call it Halloween, or do they call it something different?
In Portugal, they called it Halloween.
See, that's what blows my mind is that they took that from United States and they
I think
migrated.
it's just a marketing thing, man. It's commercialization of a holiday. Yeah.
It's all marketing. Like one of like my favorite birthdays, because I'm kind of like you. I really don't celebrate my birthday. Like it's not this big extravaganza. And the one day that a human being can be like, me, it's their birthday. And you can let it slide. It's all good. You know what I mean? There's nothing ego about it. Fuck it. You're having fun. You're celebrating your life, right? I just always been a little bit awkward with celebrating my birthday. So normally it's friends that get together like, Gary, no, like let's get out and have some fun. And normally it's like a restaurant type situation. But one of the funnest birthdays I had was it landed on the first day I arrived in Paris with a really, really good friend of mine.
Damn.
And we were like right down the street from Moulin Rouge, and we
Viva la France!
and we just like went to the restaurants, had it, just everything just like landed right on it, and it was just like a perfect time of just hopping around and you're in this whole new like city. And by the way, Paris, I don't know if you've been, but it's like trash. Like there's like trash all over the.
Au contraire, bonjour.
Have you been there before, right?
No,
See, I thought you've been. Okay,
I've never been to France. I never set foot in France.
The
I
thing-
always wanted to go to South France.
Okay.
I never had, Paris on my list for some reason.
Well, okay, so obviously, like, there's like the Louvre and there's other stuff. So I do recommend it for like.
I do
that.
want to go
Yeah.
at some point, but it's just not high on my list. I have a feeling I'll end up transiting through the airport at some point if I ever get back on my traveling, which. Yeah, it's been pretty sad lately. I haven't gone anywhere in a long time. Well, I say that, but December I was in Tokyo. But
no, every block in Paris is kind of like the same, to where you can get totally lost.
yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that.
Yeah, and it's like a Tom and Jerry's like cartoon where the background is just like sliding and it's like the same, and that's kind of how that was, because as you walk from block to block, it's like cafe, wine spot. Cheese spot, bread, and then it repeats over and over.
I feel like I was
over.
when I was just randomly strolling around Madrid. It was like that too. Like it was such a massive city, and everything just looked exactly the same. Every block was exactly the same. Square here, cafe here, another square here, fountain here. So I was just like, damn.
Madrid was crazy,
But it was
man.
awesome. It was awesome.
I forgot that you went to Madrid.
I've been to Madrid twice.
Yeah, I've been there once. What was your favorite spot about Madrid? I mean, there was a lot of really cool like churches. Architecture, of course, was really cool. But I don't know. It was okay.
I like the food. The food was the main thing. The tapas, because they don't have free tapas in Barcelona. That's not a thing. That's not a thing in Catalan. That's a thing in Andalusia, which is southern Spain, where they give you every time you order a drink, you get a small plate of food. It's like one or two little morsels. And if you like what you get, you order a larger dish and pay for it. But
Dude,
man, the food in Madrid is second to none. Man.
It's so good. It's so good.
It beats a lot of places on the planet Earth. Honestly,
I agree.
I haven't been to. Is it Bilbao, Spain, or Sebastian, San Sebastian in North Spain? I hear that's the seafood mecca of the entire universe is San Sebastian. And I haven't been to North Spain, but I want to get up there at some point. But Madrid, the food scene's unbelievable, and the lifestyle of just southern Spain is second to none. Man, they know leisure. They know how to take advantage of.
They do
the spoils of life.
Barcelona is my favorite city that I visited when I was in Europe. I've been there twice, and to me, again, it was like the food, like the architecture, of course, the
They don't want you there now, though.
Of course they don't. I'm sure they don't.
Want you there. I've been there once.
Yeah.
I've been there once. I spent a whole week there. And actually, I had a summer apartment booked for 2 weeks in June of 2020.
2 weeks.
But COVID, so I had to cancel it.
Did you go to the Sangrada, the family?
I did, and it wasn't finished. It's fine. They finally finished it after 100 and whatever years.
When I was there, not even like 8 months ago, there was like just a section that was tarped off because they were finishing up, and I was like, "Damn, I was so close."
Oh, you almost got it.
I almost got it
they
because
literally just finished that thing.
exactly. And like 12 years prior to that, I was there at the Sangrada, and
I didn't get in. Like you had to book tickets way ahead of time, but I did go to the Barcelona Cathedral, and I bought tickets to where you can go on top of that thing. Like you can walk around like on like these Gothic roofs. They built all these like scaffoldings up there, so you can just walk around and take amazing pictures of the city. Man, it's like if you like Gothic architecture, I recommend it.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's so amazing too because when I went there for the first time, like 12 years ago, I was able to go up to the top and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And again, when you read like on how this guy designed it, Gaudi, and I went to the Gaudi houses, the Gaudi
Yeah,
Park.
I saw a few of them. Yeah,
I mean, just to be able to do that mathematically and make things look like they're water or forest trees, branches that you know what I mean, and do that in an architecture.
you could
way.
you could walk around Barcelona and just hit those spots.
It's
man.
just
Yeah.
amazing that someone thought that, and I was just blown away about what I saw when I was inside there. You know, it's super freaking cool. But yeah, Spain is one of my favorite spots.
Spain's unbelievable.
Spain. Yeah, Spain is my
Barcelona.
favorite. Yeah, but Barcelona and Spain, but Spain in general. Again, food top notch, but cool.
Yeah, how did we get on Spain talk?
Well, I don't know.
You asked me something. You asked me about Halloween or my birthday overseas. And no. But anyway, yeah. One thing about the Suco place, it was funny. My brother joked to the waiter, "Is like, hey, it's my brother's birthday.
Of course,
he wants you guys to sing." and the waiter was like, just like, ha 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 ha.
Bye.
And I was like, they don't do that here, bro. But he brought me some free ice cream, and I appreciate that. But what struck me strange was as we were leaving, the entire wait staff broke out into "Happy Birthday" song for another table in the back, and I was just like,
"That's weird." Yeah.
Wait a minute,
damn, he just got
he just laughed me off.
This
Like,
guy dissed, man.
This guy just laughed me off. Like,
This is a little bit funny about like when Mike was living with me and Jeff.
Mike is my brother.
Yeah, Mike is his brother. We, as a trick that we used to do to all three of us, like we never knew when it was coming, but if we went to like Golden Corral or like whatever, we would tell the waitress like, "Hey, it's
the
someone's
birthday." Yeah.
And they never checked ID.
No, they never do.
Yeah,
no.
we'll be like Red Lobster, like fucking Sizzler, whatever.
Get a free dessert. I mean,
Dude,
and a song.
They never check. So they'll come up and me and like I remember one time we set Mike up and it was like at Shoney's.
Great.
Like
That's
fucking
great. Such a great gag.
Fucking show. Yeah,
So
great.
innocent.
It's such a great gag.
So innocent.
No one uses that, but of course I feel sorry for the waitress because I just put her in this situation. She doesn't know that she's participating in this gag. So I remember at Shoney's and I go up to the waitress like, "Hey, dude, it's our boy's birthday. Can you do a sing?" And she's like, "Yeah, okay, we'll do it." I was like, "Cool." So we're sitting down there and they come with the cake and everything. And we're like, "Oh shit, Mike, it's your birthday." And she's like, "Oh, I guess it's..." So he had to stand up and shit in front of everybody. There's a packed place.
Great.
Oh, it was perfect. So we used to play that joke on us, man. We did that for years and I think finally we just stopped. But that's kind of funny that Mike, like, I think it's in his DNA to do that joke. So he goes to the wait staff and is like, "Hey, it's fucking Lawrence's birthday." That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah, other than that, yeah, it was actually really good. And I think we need to hit this spot up. They have a happy hour menu, and the sushi was excellent. I only had the California roll because what I ordered was a Wagyu beef rice bowl, and it was it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was like $27, but it was delicious.
Well, yeah, you were telling me too that you normally don't do like hot sushi, right? Like shrimp tempura.
I don't do cooked sushi a lot.
Sushi, that's
yeah,
right.
it's
Okay.
mostly raw. Like I'm a sashimi guy.
Yeah,
like
nothing wrong with that. It's
Yeah.
all delicious. Yeah, I can do it all.
Yeah,
on that.
and like I don't normally put it in soy sauce either. Like I'll just eat that straight up
up.
because it's not meant to be dipped.
True.
To tell you the truth. Like,
Yeah.
it's really like If the place you're going to does it right, that would be all sushi snob on you. But you don't need soy sauce. Like the chef has prepared it with all the sauce that it needs. It's meant to be eaten like just straight up.
Well, I think
it is.
Well, I think that's the beautiful thing about Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace. When he was doing all these like cook tours and things like that, he was just educating everybody on etiquette.
Oh no, yeah. One of my favorite quotes of his, and I'm going to misquote him because I don't remember the exact quote, but it was something like, he was like, if somebody ever is like, oh, this place has the freshest sushi, they're full of shit, because sushi is the art of the decay.
Ooh.
It's not about freshness. It's about allowing the fish to decay to a certain point that hits those flavors, and then you serve it. If it's fresh, then the chef has no idea what he's doing, because it's supposed to be dry aged or aged to a perfect point for the flavors to explode, you know?
And it's all about the rice.
It's all about the state of decay.
Yeah.
It's not about being fresh at all. It's about not being fresh. It's actually the exact opposite of that.
But I remember him saying it was like, it's all about the rice, right? It's not just a
the
vessel.
rice holds it together too. Yeah. If you're doing like nigiri or like actual sushi rolls, the rice can make or break it, man. Like if it's not sticky enough, it falls apart. Your roll just like.
And you know what? Like, it's funny because, you know, been blessed to have some really great sushi at really great restaurants here, there, whatever. Hey man, I can still throw down on some HEB sushi. You know, if I need to pop that plastic thing right off, man, and do a little dipping.
I can get down on. I don't do the raw.
It.
I don't that there.
That's where you
I don't do the raw. I'll do the cooked. Yeah, I'll do the tempura.
I could do it, man.
Or the California roll with the fake crab in it. Yeah.
So I could be all bougie with it, but come on, man. Like,
Did
you see where
know
I'm
the
at?
first time I had sushi was with you.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Where
it was with you in Japan. That's the first time I had sushi.
Are you serious?
It was in Japan. Yeah.
I thought you what? This is mind blowing to me. Dude, this is an LG.
No, I never ate it before. Like raw,
extra.
like real raw sushi. Like
Okay.
Like what we ate in Japan was unbelievably like I'd never had anything like it.
Wow.
And then now I like sushi, and it's
I did not know that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now I'm a snob about it because that was my first experience, and it totally like killed me for sushi back here because like I can tell. So I can't do the raw from HEB. I'm sorry, HEB, but you don't have that on point yet.
I kind of like I like the fact that my taste buds are so, I don't know, I don't want to say hood or anything like that or underdeveloped, but I don't know, I can have like crap to bougie and I'm just happy. Like,
no, don't get me wrong.
Right?
I could, like if it's a crappy sushi place, I'm gonna get, something, American like the California roll.
Yeah.
Like I don't do the Philly roll because it's just too much cream cheese.
Cream cheese, yeah. Damn, I do like some cream cheese though.
I do, but it's just a little too much because like you eat a piece and you're just like chewing on it forever.
Well, okay, it's kind of like food, like liquor, spirits. Like we'll take it to like whiskey / bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I got friends that are bourbon connoisseurs, and again, I can have something as nasty as Old Crow, or as something as great as like I don't know, like fucking, something that's
Jameson 12 year,
or something like Piggly Wiggly. I don't know what they're called, but like I mean, there's so many out there that it gets a little bit ridiculous. And yes, there is a smoothness involved with when you have really good high quality whiskey / bourbons, but I can do it all, man. Like to me, if the job gets it done, I can do it. But I just don't think my taste buds are not advanced. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's
I ain't picking notes apart. I'm just trying to get drunk. Or I'm just trying to eat and fill up my belly. Take a dumpling.
All right. Well, we should try this spot. It's called Suko. And I'll tell them it's your birthday next time we go.
Ah, fucking shit, man.
It was good though.
Mike's got me a couple of times. I'm sure he has stories about the reverse of him getting me. Pretty funny.
We gotta have him on sometime.
Oh, we do.
The audience hasn't met my brother, I don't think, yet.
Oh, your brother,
so,
man.
Yeah, he's a character.
Mike, motherfucking Goins.
He's a character. Shout out to, speaking of characters, we got James Aguirre up in the chat.
Oh, shit.
He's gambling up in Oklahoma. He says, what up, bros? Gambling in OK. Are you at the game, bro? Can't listen live. Who y'all got for the finals? Also, any thoughts on Spaceballs 2 announcement? Lone Star drop. Normally, I don't do request on drops, but here you go.
Lone Star.
Drop it.
Have a good show. I'll hang up and listen. Okay.
Hey,
I
brother.
appreciate that.
Thank you, James.
Shout out to
Appreciate
the
it.
old school days of calling in. He also says Barcelona hates tourists. Yes, they do not want you there right now. Yeah, it's no good.
Why is it that bad? Is it just politics?
They're just
I
really
guess?
pissed off. Airbnb completely these corporations bought out their entire downtown area, like the places that we like to visit. They bought them all. They bought up all the apartments. Man.
Ouch.
And the fucking people are pissed because it's like they got priced out of housing. So now everyone has to move out of their homes that they've owned for so long.
Ugh.
You know,
That
it's just
sucks, man. Because I don't even use Airbnbs no more because it's not even worth it. It's super expensive. And now I'm back to hotels.
Yeah,
Or motels. Fuck
well,
it.
if you go to Barcelona and you look at what hotels are available in the popular areas, there's not a lot that you can choose from. You gotta a lot of people resort to Airbnbs or hostels if you put up with that shit. But you know,
It sucks because it was such a good idea in the very beginning and just warped into this this.
well, the thing about Catalan, the Catalonians know how to protest. They will get out there and set shit on fire and be like, you better fix this now because I'm gonna burn every dumpster in the city.
Fix this shit, Rich.
Until you fix it. So that's why they're cracking down right now on Airbnb. They're kicking them out and making all these rules about you can't book a place for more than if you book a place, it has to be 3 months. You can't book it for a couple days. You know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's for the better because if you price out all the locals, then it's just going to be a bunch of chains in the neighborhood, and it's going to take out all the culture. Sure, the architecture is going to be there, but there's not going to be a single local working there. And the mom and pop restaurants are going to die.
And it's happening in the States. I remember me and a friend, we were going to Portland, right, just for the weekend, and just to rent a Airbnb, not in the best house, it was a few $100s. It was really expensive. We just could have just got a motel somewhere. You know what I mean? And just saved a whole bunch of money. It would have been the same experience. It would have been fine.
I am against Airbnb right now. It sucks because you have to book them sometimes if you want to stay in an area that doesn't have hotels.
Yeah.
If you want to be right there in the mix of things, you kind of have to go with Airbnb. But some places have decent laws now that they're passing to where Airbnb they can only operate in certain districts, and they could only do, that 50% of, housing apartments or whatever can be Airbnb. The other rest have to be locals. So some places are hip to the game now. But the cleaning fees, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, that's
shit,
stupid.
Man.
That's so stupid. Because when I leave, it's immaculate, and I'm like, damn, they should pay me.
I'm anal about leaving the place immaculate. Man.
Yeah, me too,
I'll
dude.
do everything.
Everything,
and
bro.
it sucks too because I'm so anal about it. I'm checking the list. They're like, oh, put the towels in the
me too.
washer.
I'm the
Make sure you throw all the sheets on the floor.
Yep.
Do this sweet. Take the trash out on Tuesdays. I'm just
No, exactly.
I'm like, bro, just give me a hotel.
I'm the same
Just
way.
give
Yeah,
me a
you get the hotel. Yeah, now it's all
hotel.
about hotels now. But I think hotels needed that check, just like the way taxi cab drivers needed that check from Uber and things like that. So hopefully, now they can, check their prices because that's why we went to Airbnb because hotels were so freaking expensive. We're like, fuck that. So maybe now, again, there could be a drop where people can afford to get a hotel for the night, and I would do the hotel because
I kind of the older I get, obviously if you're staying in a huge group and you need a house or something, Airbnb might be a better choice. But you can go to individual vacation rental companies and get the same deal or cheaper because they're going to hook you up. They're not going to charge you this ridiculous cleaning fee, and they appreciate it because they have their listings on Airbnb also.
Yeah.
But if you go directly to them, they don't have to pay the fees.
And let me tell you something else that freaked me out about Airbnbs. was the lawsuits that come out with hidden cameras being caught. That's like my
Well,
ultimate,
hotels
like,
have had that too. There's been whole like hotel.
fuck, I guess
yeah.
so, man. Yeah, but I just feel like
You
with
seen
Airbnb,
that one movie where the dude like has the secret hallways behind
Yeah.
every room?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But that's like a motel. Like I'm talking
that
about, like,
it was a little
yeah,
motel.
yeah. So I'm talking like I don't know. Well, I guess it can happen anywhere, but I
It
just
can
feel like,
happen anywhere,
but I feel
man.
like with Airbnbs, it makes so much sense for a perv voyeur to be like, let me set a fucking camera in this clock.
You can sue their asses off if you find it.
Well,
though. Yeah.
dude, every time I mean, I haven't got one in a while.
I don't know how much you get,
but once that article came out and lawsuits, whatever, when I went there, I spent like at least 30 minutes sweeping the place, like trying to see if I can see
I don't
anything
even
that's
give a
obvious.
shit, bro.
I
Like,
give a shit.
Because what
I'm
are
doing
they gonna
shit.
do?
I'm doing shit. I
If they
want to
call
see
you
my
out,
dick out.
if they call you out, then you know they got a camera.
I don't
So-
want anyone seeing my dick out. That's the bottom line.
Oh, I just helicopter. I spread them cheese. I let them have it. I'm
sorry,
like,
Mr.
you gonna film me?
Whatever.
You gonna get a show, bro?
Whatever, Mr. Hungus. Sorry, Mr. Hungus. Sorry, I bowed down to you,
Like-
big old dick.
Magnum Dom.
Fuck, why, mama? Why? But I don't know, man. Like, I just don't fuck with the Airbnbs no more. I'm with the hotels now and the motels.
It depends
I like
on
the
where
motel.
I'm at. There's a few Airbnbs that I've booked in the past that I will book again, just because I know the situation
Okay,
and the
okay.
location.
All right.
Like there's a spot in San Diego that I try to book every time I go there. There's
Okay.
actually 3 spots I have in San Diego that I try to book every time I go there.
When was the last time you've been to San Diego? It's been a few years for me, about 5.
It was roughly 2 years ago for a funeral. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
But what do you think about San Diego? I really like it.
I've
I
been
like the
there.
vibe.
I've been there countless. It's my home away from home, man.
Yeah.
My sister, half sister, lived there for years, so I used to vacation up there as a kid, and I love San Diego. Like I would move there in a heartbeat if I could have a
That's
job.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
I would downsize too. I would live in a tiny, like 1-bedroom house if it was in the location I wanted to be in, which would be like Ocean Beach or Mission or Pacific Beach. But yeah, if I could get a job, I would move in a heartbeat. I'd be like, "Peace, Gary. Come visit. We can do these.
See
We
ya."
can continue this show, but I'll set you up with a studio at your house. You know, we'll do this remotely.
No,
'Cause
if
I'm gonna be on the beach, bro, every day.
No, if I was in like California, living in the city, it's going to be San Diego first. Like that's the bottom line. Like
Me
I
too.
love San Diego. Like
Me too.
one of my best friends, her name is Tasha. At the time, she lived in San Diego with her now ex-husband, but at the time husband. And they let me stay there for a few days when I was traveling up to Eugene. So I hit San Diego, go all the way up, and then when I was coming back down, I hit San Diego, come back to Texas. But she let me stay there, so it was my first time in San Diego, and I was there for a few days, and I just had so much fun. I loved the vibe. Everything was cool. The downtown was cool.
So how many times have you been there?
Just 2 times.
Okay.
Just 2 times, man. But
Yeah. I spend a lot of time over there. I got
Yeah.
one of my best friends lives there, and every time I have like a gig or I'm coming back from overseas, I pass through California, and I'll always detour through there, and he'll let me bunk at his house for like 2 or 3 nights just to like regain my land legs.
it's such a great detour city.
It's
Though you
great.
can live there, but it's just
Yeah.
a great little because I had it as a detour. Like you stop in, hang out for a couple days, have a lot of fun, take off. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would
Like,
love to
it's
live
just
there.
great.
I would love to live. Ocean Beach is great. It's a hippie beach. It's kind of trashy, a little bit run down, but it's amazing. Great food, good people, legal weed.
Can't go wrong.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. It's not bad. You are listening to LG's House. JC's up in here.
What's up, JC?
He says, "Don't disparage Piggly Wiggly like that." Yeah, you mentioned Piggly Wiggly when you were trying to talk about whiskeys earlier.
No, it's
Piggly
called,
Wiggly's a grocery store, right?
Yeah,
I've
no,
never
it-
actually been to one.
No, it is. It is. It's actually in Austin. It's
Really?
yeah. There's a Piggly Wiggly in Austin.
How come we don't have? Austin has a shit ton of grocery stores. Why don't we have grocery stores down here in San Antonio?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
We've got Sprouts, Whole Foods, and HEB, and Walmart if you count that.
yeah.
And that's and Target, I guess.
So I think what I was trying to say was like whistleback or something like that, or pig whistle. Yeah, I was trying to
Oh,
say pig.
got you.
Yeah, pig whistle, which is a really good. It's good bourbon. Yeah. So that's what I think. That's what I was trying to say.
Mm.
But I can't fuck with bourbon. I don't know. Like I got to be very careful with that because it just gets me too fucked up, man. Like when it was funny because when I was in San Diego, I was hanging out. When I was hanging out, Tasha and her at that time husband, he was in the Navy, and his neighbor, who was a retired Navy captain, had one of the most epic bourbon collections that I've ever seen. It was my last night there. And we're hanging out, and I was seeing all this stuff. I saw like Pig Whistle and, fucking 1792 and the fucking snack. I mean, the list goes on. And I was looking at this, and he was like, "Oh man, you like what you see?" And I was like, "Man, this is fucking like all perfect." He grabbed my butt.
What the fuck?
I know, right? He looked me in the eye. He was like, "What's up?" Yeah, but he was like, "You want to sample some?" I was like, "Dude, man, fuck yeah, I would love to do that." And so he was pouring me like half shots, and I mean, the dude had like about 20 different like really badass like bourbons, and man, dude, I just got so fucked up. I remember the next day, of course, I had to do that 9-hour drive to like El Paso or some shit like that. And I was just so hungover off of that. And I was like fucking thinking like, goddamn Pig Whistle, fucking whistling. But it was cool. Everything was cool, man. So yeah, JC, yeah.
There you go.
Not Piggly Wiggly, but Pig Whistle.
San Diego has some nice beaches too, man. So it reminds me of San Antonio because it's a military city.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of Mexicans, and they got really good tacos, but the tacos are a different style. They got really good burritos, but the only difference is they have a badass beach scene.
Yeah.
And an MLB team.
Well, they
don't have no NBA team, but they got an MLB team. They don't have a football team anymore, but
they'll have the ceviche with the mayonnaise on top. You know what I mean? That's the first time I ever had that, and it was delicious.
I haven't had that, but I'm a fan of mayonnaise, so
it was good. Yeah,
I could deal with it. Yeah, in Europe it's mayonnaise with your fries, not ketchup.
I dig it.
Yeah. Speaking of beaches, my brother was at Port A this weekend.
Oh,
we mentioned that.
Port A.
He was hanging out at Port A. Yeah. And I was just thinking, like, when was the last time I was at a beach?
Yeah.
Like non San Diego or anything, and it's been a while. And I think it was like 2017 was the last time I was at a Texas beach.
That's a long time. Well,
Yeah.
it's a Texas beach, right? It's
Yeah,
like Charles Barkley made fun of it. Galveston, you know what I mean?
I
Just
was-
making
yeah,
fun
the
of that
last-
Luke-ass
yeah,
warm
yeah.
water, which is true. I mean, come on now. Our Texas beaches are pretty hilarious, especially if you're well-traveled. You know, you've been to the East Coast, West Coast, and you've been all over the world. They're not the best, man. They're fucking sorry, honestly, man. It's at a beach, man.
Yeah.
It just looks fucking...
Our beaches are awful, apparently. And so the last beach I was at was Crystal Beach, which was it's over by Galveston somewhere in like the Houston area or something like that. And yeah, it was interesting. I think I was the darkest skin colored person there. It was very bright on the beach, that's for sure. A lot of sunblock.
I think we can all agree, like, if there was like a Mount Rushmore of elements that suck balls, like maybe number 1, fiberglass, but number 2, sand. Like, I just can't.
You're like Larry David. You hate the beach, right?
Fucking like, but see, I like the concept of the beach,
I'm
and I
the
want a
same-
margarita. And I'm chilling on the beach, but
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
think about it, I'm like, dude, the sand sucks. It's normally very hot, so I
You're
got to cover
cool.
up.
Like, give me a boardwalk. I'll just chill at
Just
the bar,
chilling, man.
overlook the beach.
Yeah.
Enjoy the breeze and the waves
bro.
and the vibe.
Yeah, but
Well,
sand,
fuck that sand.
fuck
right?
that sand, man. That sand's in everything, man. I ain't trying to fuck with that sand, man. So it's the beach ain't my thing.
Yeah, JC's in here. It's not a beach. It's a tar-filled
Yes.
coast.
Thank you, JC.
Well,
Thank you, JC.
on that note, usnews.com has come out with the best beaches in Texas.
Oh,
the list.
in Texas.
We have a list for you, ladies and
Wow,
gentlemen.
shit.
Because I know you love them. Mustang Island State Park. Now, this is over in the Corpus area.
Yeah.
This would be where South Padre is, right? I
Yeah.
believe South Padre is on Mustang Island.
Yes, it
if
is.
if I'm wrong, please correct me in the chat. This is the best beach in Texas.
That's it. That's it.
Yikes!
That's all we got in
How
Texas.
did this beach beat South Padre? I thought South Padre was number 1.
Where's South Padre? Is that number 2?
It's number 2.
Yeah.
It got deuced by Mustang Island.
Well-
They must be talking about the unpopulated part of Mustang Island, because the populated part is not great. I'm sorry.
I have a little bit of like nostalgia with South Padre. You know, the first spring break that I went to was in '96. It was me and Jeff. This is when he was living with me. Literally, he's just sleeping on my couch. He got kicked out of his place. He needed a place to stay. He's with me. My brother calls me. He's like, hey, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? Like, no, we're just chilling. He's like, look, we're going to go to South Padre for a week with a group of friends. And, you know, you want to come? We got some room. We're like, fuck yeah, let's go. Me and Jeff literally he had no money. I had $50, but I was going to split it with Jeff. So me and Jeff had $25 to last us for 6 days on South Padre. And till this day, and I've been to South Padre like a few times, but till this day, that South Padre experience the first time with you know, Jeff, you know, was one of the funnest times. And it was probably one of the funnest times I actually had on the beach, kicking that damn ass sand around. But, you know, you're having fun. You're, you know, 18 years old, meeting everybody and things like that. So South Padre is always going to like make me smile because it is too much nostalgia there.
So I have been to South Padre one time, and I was there for a job. I was shooting a Food Network show at the Port Isabel Shrimp Festival.
Okay.
And it was literally like we arrived there. They picked us all up in a shuttle here in San Antonio, drove us there. We shot the whole day, and then we had the night off. So we went to South Padre, which was just like right around the corner. And I got to see South Padre Beach at nighttime.
Oh, okay.
And then we left in the morning. And that's the only experience I have of South Padre.
That's it, huh?
We went and ate at some restaurant on the beach. And I was just like, oh, nicest beach in Texas. Great to see it in the pitch black.
Well, okay, I remember this. Okay, this is during that first spring break.
Apparently, it's not the nicest beach in Texas. Sorry.
It was a few days in, and me and Jeff, you know, we met this group of people. And they were like, hey, we're having this like hotel party. We love y'all because Jeff's obviously making them laugh. He's like, you know, y'all come on down. You're invited. We're like, cool. So later on that night, we make our way to this like, you know, hotel party. And we get there and we're just partying out. And everyone's just straight up just older than us, or, you know, like they're 22, 23, you know. And, you know, at 18, that feels like a little bit of a significant thing. But everyone just seems older than us. And we're just having a fun time. Everything is cool. Jeff is just straight up just getting like hammered. And I'm sitting there talking to this chick, you know, just having a fun time. And I notice that Jeff's outside on the patio talking to this other girl. And I look at the girl, and I'm not going to lie, man, just like, you know, female Shrek, you know. And I hate to be an asshole, man, but I was just thinking, I think I got to save my homeboy, man, because he's drunk at this point. So I remember, hey, Jeff, come over here, and I, you know, pick him up. Or, I mean, take him to the side. I was like, hey, man, like, let's go, man. You're kind of drunk, and I think you're talking to somebody.
Big fat person.
I think you're talking to someone that you might, you know, regret, because I could tell you're flirting. You might, you know. So I'm straight up being like the cock blocker on her, which sucks because I shouldn't do that. But I'm trying to save my homeboy because I think he might regret it. I remember he looks me in the eye, and his eyes are all like cross-eyed, like one's down, left, and shit, and he's off. He's like, Gary, I don't give a fuck. I'm fucking tonight, and she's, you know, I'm fucking her tonight. And I'm like,
wow, it's a big one.
And I'm like, you know what, man? Cool. All right, I got you back, homie. Do your thing. He goes back out.
Sometimes you just need something, bro.
That's it. Sometimes you just need something.
Yeah.
I remember I go to the kitchen. There's an igloo, you know, like a cooler just filled up like, you know, wine coolers, beer, and all that stuff. And I grab it and I pick it up. And I remember everyone's like, "Where you going with that?" And I was like, "Nah, man, my homeboy's gonna do what he got to do tonight. He's drinking all of this." And I go out back to the packer and I put it down. I was like, "All right, Jeff, you drinking all this? You got a fun time." And I high-fived her. She's like, "Fuck yeah," because she was like new, like, "Don't cock block on me." Fucking high five. I was like, "You have a good night, bro." And I just took off. I remember the next night he's like, I regret it. He's like, fuck, because she looked like a female Shrek, dude. But hey, you know what? Fuck it, man. I'm sure she had a fun time with that.
He had fun too.
Exactly. But he was totally hungover, and he was kind of like laughing about it, like, shit.
Oh man.
But yeah, that's spring break. Spring break.
Spring break.
Springy.
I had a job one time with Mountain Dew. Remember when Mountain Dew was trying to be all hip hop back in like the early 2000s? Mm-hmm. And so I got a job with Pepsi Company in town, the warehouse over there off South 410 by the Big Red place. So I would go there, and they had a giant truck. It was a FedEx truck. They had converted into like a Mountain Dew truck. We called it the Dew Crew mobile. And so They cut a window out of the side of it, and they put 2 turntables in there so I could DJ at events. So we would pull the Duke Crew truck up.
So that was you.
And we would DJ, we would DJ at events, and we'd roll out these giant troughs of Mountain Dew. Literally, like, we'd pick up 2,000 cans of Mountain Dew every day and roll them out to these events, like stupid events. We'd go to elementary schools for their recesses.
Wow, that's hilarious.
We'd go to the Alamo, and we'd just hand out Mountain Dews. Like it was,
Who was booking this? Like,
I don't know how I got the gig. My buddy Shane got me the gig, and it was crazy, man. But I was like 16 when I was working for them.
God
DJing,
damn, that's young.
DJing on the side of this Duke Crew truck. And it was the easiest job ever. They paid me like $150 a day, and I thought it was the most money in the world at the time. I was like, this is great. I just play music, and that's it? And throw T-shirts at people and Mountain Dews? It's awesome.
I think that's damn cool that a 16-year-old got that DJ gig.
Yep.
That's probably when I met you. Had to be around that time. Because how much, because I didn't realize you're 42. I thought you were a little bit older. Mike, he's my age, right? He's 47, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when I met you, was when me and Jeff moved, and we were like neighbors with your older brother Mike, and he brought you over with your turntables. And the first time, and I was like, "Damn, dude! Like, this dude's cool as fuck." Because you know what I mean? Because you got turntables, and you're just nonchalant. You're not even thinking about cool. You love music. So that's kind of cool that you had that gig at that age. That's fucking cool as fuck. That's badass.
So yeah, I had that gig for about a year, and spring break was coming up. You brought up spring break, so this is where it ties in here. They fired me because I wasn't 18. They were like, we can't have someone under 18 going to parties, going to spring break.
That's too much liability, bro.
So I ended up getting my buddy DJ Sean C. the job. And he ended up getting that job and going down to spring break with my buddy Rodney also worked for them. And they both got busted for smoking weed on the beach and fired at that gig.
Fucking DJs, man. You gotta let the DJs party, man. Give them the pass. They got the pass.
They got fired. But anyway, you brought up spring break. And that was another time I could have gone to South Padre. And so I've yet to go to South Padre Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, you know what? Maybe one day we should go. No, we're just going to be like the creepy old man. Like,
well, apparently, according to USAnews.com, it's the number 2 best beach in Texas. Number 3 is Port Aransas. Who the hell goes to Port Aransas for the beach?
Well, the thing about South Padre, too, especially with spring break,
everybody goes to Port Aransas.
It's windy as fuck. It's cold as fuck around that time. So very rarely you can catch a very sunny time around the spring break, so-called. You know what I mean? Like, situation.
Okay. So I was confused. It's Mustang Island State Park. So that is that natural area. Mustang Island's a Long Island. Port Aransas is on Mustang Island, I'm pretty sure. If Port Aransas is the number 3 beach in Texas, I don't even want to look at the rest of the list to tell you the truth.
I think we're done with that list, honestly,
Seriously,
bro.
Padre Island National Seashore. Now, I've heard about this one. I heard this is one of the most beautiful beaches because it's untouched by man.
Great.
And you can drive out there, and you might get stuck because the roads aren't great, and the beach is wild, and they got a lot of turtles that nest out there. So
okay. Right.
I heard that one's good. Rockport, that's like a man-made beach. And I don't know. Rockport fishing is great. All right, I'm done. I'm not even looking at these. Boca Chica, that's down by SpaceX.
It just gets more disappointing as you keep scrolling.
Yeah,
like
Crystal Beach, I've been to that one. Not great. It looks kind of cool.
I'd rather go to Crystal Lake and just take my chances there. Honestly. Fuck that.
Fuck it. Camp Crystal Lake with with Voorhees. You better take your chances with Jason Voorhees.
Take my chances there. You know what's up.
Shout out to all the people in the chat here.
What's up, JC?
Yep. JC is like, God, Soda Grip. He's talking about Mountain Dew. JC, of course, from Special Leaf, olive-based tea. I haven't tried that. I'm going to try your tea, JC. What do olive leaves taste like brewed? You ever had anything like that? I haven't tried it. Huh?
No, not at all. I didn't even...
Send me a case, man. Let me try that shit.
Let's try it out, man. We'll try it live on air.
Let me try that shot. Yeah. You can be the unofficial first sponsor of LG's house. Just send us a case. We'll give you a shout out. If you want to be a real sponsor, we're for sale as well, too. You know.
Yeah, we're whores. We're corporate whores. Capitalist.
Sometimes you have to be, you know. Yeah.
What do we get for $10?
Oh, you know, you get it all, man. You get it all.
Gary will take his shirt off.
I'm gonna have to give you $10 if you want to see it. It's disgusting. Why is his nipple sagging? It's because I had nipple piercings. They were 10 pounds per piercing.
So I'd like to address that I'm drinking Miller Lite tonight. And the last show I was drinking Bud Light.
You don't like Bud Light, bro? Or what?
I think
That's what I had.
before these last two shows, I don't think I've drank Miller Lite or Bud Light in 5 or 6 years.
It just tastes the same. Like for me.
Yeah,
I don't know,
exactly.
it all tastes
I think
the
that's
same.
the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't taste that great. Well, you're drinking your double fist in there? You had Bud Light and Miller Lite?
Well, this is done.
Oh,
this
it's
is done.
empty.
Yeah, it's
I
empty.
got you. Yep. JC says he's going back into the brewery shortly. Already reached out to talk. What more? All right, JC. He said, you all bark, no bite, little boy? Is that what he's saying to me?
We can do it. No, we like to bite. Just a little bit of pressure.
No, we could. Well, I guess I got to reach out to JC now.
Oh, well, fuck it.
If you want to reach out to us, you can in the chat. My socials are at DJLG210. Gary, he's on Twitter or X, and you can find him at Jamerican512. GERMICAN 512. It's a play on words
It is.
because he's German and Mexican. Yes, that's what it is.
With a touch of Puerto Rican.
Really?
Is he German? It's Puerto Rican and Mexican.
Oh, that's where your attitude comes from.
Duh. Do I have attitude? I
Yeah,
don't think I have
sometimes.
attitude. I feel like I'm pretty chill.
Sometimes.
Now, fuck you.
You get a little liquor and you
Fuck
you
you.
get a little violent.
Now, fuck you. I'm a teddy bear, man.
You are a gentle giant.
I am. Oh, a giant. I'll take it, bro. I've been doing push-ups.
Except for when you've had a lot of whiskey. Then you get belligerent.
I feel like I get just perverted and I start.
Well, I feel like that's just your personality.
I think so too. Yeah, it just comes out.
Carl Schoening, after he met you the other day, he was like, and Gary's kind of nasty. And I was like, yeah, that's Gary. And he was
That's
like,
me, yeah.
he's kind of loose on the air. And I was like, yeah.
Very
He was like,
loose,
maybe
man.
I shouldn't have given him that advice to just be himself and
Yeah.
let it go. And I was like,
Yeah, no, true, man.
I was
true.
like, well, no, that's good advice, Carl.
That's good advice. Yeah, yeah.
It's good advice for this show. It might not be good advice for, calling the UTSA women's volleyball game, but it's good advice for this show.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't put me in a professional setting because, if I'm, throwing back a few beers, it's going to come out a little bit.
We should do a let's watch and then do like a fake play-by-play
Okay.
with Gary and see what Gary says.
Oh, fuck, bro.
I will watch like a random Spurs game when the season starts.
If you give me whiskey, like
I'll do the
we're gonna
play-by-play,
get
and you could be
canceled.
like the belligerent color commentator
Oh, my
that just
God.
says off things.
It's gonna happen, bro. Like, if you give me whiskey in a professional setting, I'm gonna fucking shit all over it.
We should
gonna
call it
happen,
like
bro.
whiskey play-by-play or something like
Oh,
that.
I think we got a segment. I'm down.
Whiskey risky play-by-play.
Like all I'm
Boom.
saying is like, please don't cancel me. Like everything I'm saying literally is not.
We'll put a
like, from-
disclaimer up.
Yeah. There has to be a disclaimer.
Yeah.
That's
It's all entertainment,
Yeah.
We're not trying to.
Now you'll be entertained, man. Like Lawrence. Okay, like the audience obviously at some point will get to know me and understand like, yeah, this guy is perverted. But I mean, Lawrence knows me.
But he's
for
not a
many years.
pervert.
I'm not a pervert.
Yeah, he's
it-
perverted, but he's
yeah.
not a pervert.
My humor
There's a
is
difference.
My
Yeah.
humor is very like in the blue they call it.
Yeah,
right? So
it's a big difference.
yeah.
there.
So but Lawrence is used to it. But we also
You keep calling me by my government name. It makes me nervous.
what should I say?
don't know.
Law like cut it down. LG.
Yeah,
All cool.
It's an LG's house, man.
Shit. Liquid gonorrhea. LG.
No, sorry. I didn't mean to
Okay.
interrupt.
So on that note, shit.
You can leave a comment after the fact if you're not on the live chat because you can watch the show afterwards. We are on Spotify as well. If you like to ingest your content through Spotify, I believe it's a Finnish company or Swedes. Maybe they're Swedish. Maybe they're Swedish. But anyway, we're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. We're on Amazon. We are on everywhere you get your podcast from. But we're live on YouTube, which is where you can leave comments live. Please subscribe. I appreciate you guys because we're at 403 right now. We broke through 400 finally.
Awesome.
So if you're watching right now, please hit that subscribe button. Even if you're on like Twitter or Facebook, head on over to our YouTube page at DJLG210. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out, and we appreciate it. We're actually going to do some giveaways once we hit 500.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got some merchandise that I'm going to give away. I've got some T-shirts that I'm going to give away, and maybe possibly some tickets to some sporting events.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that, but that's not going to happen until we hit 500 subscribers. If you want to leave a tip, you can do that at buymeacoffee.com/DJLG210. Appreciate the 9 coffees we got last time.
Awesome.
From 2 different people during that last show with DJ X-Boy RD. We are going to use that money to buy new microphones so we don't have these, NASCAR microphones on because Gary doesn't like them.
I like
He
him.
feels like he's about to operate a camera or something like that, or he's like a roadie.
They're they're okay, but
Yeah,
I'm going off of your expertise. You're like, no, we can get something better, and it's like we got to go.
We can get something better, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to go middle ground either. You know me. I'm going to
Take
go.
it to the
I'm going to
top.
go to the top if I get something better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it to the limit.
Hello, Electro Voice RE20s. Yes. So please show us you care. Show us your tip. No.
Oh shit, DJ X-Boy
X-Boy RD is up in here. He says, "You're welcome," but he spelled "you're" wrong. This guy is an educated man. I don't know what's going on. Spelling "you're" wrong, but okay. I guess I own the word welcome. That's what you mean? Okay. You're welcome.
It's mine. No one else can have it.
He's going to have a master's degree soon.
That's awesome.
Grammar's important. Grammar is important.
It really is, and I don't know it, but I respect it.
Shout out to my buddy Ricky Lawson. Buddy from high school just hit me up here on a Facebook Messenger of all places.
What did you say? You want to buy these pills? Like,
Nah, he wished me a happy birthday, and I
Awesome.
said, "Thanks, Ricky. You should come on the show sometime." He said, "I'm enjoying your podcast," and now he just sent me a message right now while I'm on the air. You know, I'm working right now, Ricky.
hey man, it's all good.
Rick,
Bro.
it's sending me a message while I'm on the air. Says, "Hey, what's your camera mic setup? It looks clean." Well, just as we're talking about how shitty these mics are. So if you really want to know, I'm using a Sony Z200 on myself right now.
Yeah.
Gary is using a Sony FX30 with a Sigma. I forget what the Sigma lens. 18 to 50 2.8 lens.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Alien talk to me. I
Yeah.
don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, and yeah. Anyway, so there you go, Ricky. I don't even know if you're watching the show live, but you're texting me right now, so I'll respond to you in the text later with the same thing I just said on the show. So yeah, if you're messing around, we're a Sony family here. We're using all Sony gear because I like Sony gear. It tends to match well. And X-Boy RD's in here, and he says he's finishing a paper and he's over editing. Well, hopefully your paper doesn't have grammar mistakes. You know the difference between two, and two, right? Or there, and there. Just make sure, mix in a little spell check. Make sure you mix in a little grammar check. Spell check's not going to catch that because those words are the same. I'm just saying.
Are they,
bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're gonna have a master's degree, man. You got to get the grammar right. I'm a grammar Nazi.
Yeah, you are.
I am. I really am.
I'm not, but
Like especially when people they're trying to troll you in like comments online, and they spell like you're wrong, like you're an asshole, but they use like YOUR, and I'm just like I'll just put asterisk
Yeah.
YOU apostrophe
Well,
RE.
well, that's how you lose every like debate on like in a comment on YouTube or whatever is if you do the your whatever,
Yeah.
you fuck it up, it's over. Like
you can't
anything
talk
you
shit
said
with bad grammar.
yeah,
No,
it's
no.
done. Yeah, that's why
It's over.
That's why I don't talk shit online. I'm like, I let it be.
You have to let it be.
I let it be. Let it be.
You have to let it be. I was outside earlier and I was trying to film some stuff in my garage. It must have been 10 a.m., man. And 5 minutes after just walking around, moving stuff around, I was drenched in sweat.
Yeah,
And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like,
it's hot.
this weather is unbelievable, man. Like, what do you do? What's your summer activity? Like, what do you do when it's this hot? If you don't have a swimming pool or something.
Now you
Like,
sweat. That's it. Yeah, you just fucking sweat, man. Like there's so many times, just hanging out with friends in Austin, going to a bar, or whatever, and everyone just seems dry, and I'm just sitting there, just fucking sweat pits, tit shit.
Tit shit. Whoa.
Yeah, you know
Well,
about
what's
that tit shit, bro?
I've never heard of tit shit before.
You can hear about it.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to. But you know what I'm saying? Like no one's like everyone's just dry, and I'm the only one just fucking sweating. Maybe that's my, I don't know, hydration. I don't know. But the bottom line is I'm fucking all covered. I feel like I just jumped in the ocean. And I'm just like fucking like sweaty. But that's how it is in Texas, man.
All right. Well, yeah, it sucks. And I don't have a pool. I need to get invited to somebody's pool party or something. I don't like the river, so I don't like bodies of water. You talked about the beach and you don't like sand. How are you with bodies of water?
No,
like
I'm good with
lake,
that. I'm totally cool with lakes.
rivers? What's your preferred?
Lake. I could
Really?
do lake. Yeah, I could do lake.
I think lakes are cesspools, honestly.
I'm a cesspool. Fuck it, man.
And I think rivers are nature's sewers, and ocean is just a giant sewage processing plant.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. All right. Cool, man.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Tell me how you
Yeah.
really feel
If
about
I'm
Mother
gonna-
Earth.
If I'm going to do it, I would like a spring-fed lake or river. Most likely a river, a spring-fed river, like San Marcos River, if I was going to prefer it. Because it's like spring-fed is clean water coming out. So if you're near the mouth or the headwaters or whatever they call it, that's where it's going to be the cleanest. So, yeah, it's gross.
It's gross, man. There was this quarry right down the street from where I lived as a kid, and we used to go swimming in there. And it's underground fed, like the water came from like deep underneath, and
Yeah, like Jacob's Well.
yeah, and it was just like because I thought for many years I thought it was like man made, but that shit when the heat comes on can just get really slimy. And as kids, you don't realize that.
Well, that algae is gross. Man.
Yeah, it's
And
just disgusting.
Amoebas and brain-eating bacteria.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Like Tom Slick Park, that's the area that I'm talking about. Like, because they redid it.
Where's that at?
It's off of 151.
West
and-
Side?
Yeah, it's like West Side area, whatever. But anyways, like before they redid it, it was just like a quarry, and there was like a car that was like submerged in it. Like someone tried to collect insurance, dumped the car in there. But we used to go adventuring as little kids and like walking around and stuff like that. But we'll jump once in a while, just jump in that water and go swimming. And the word cesspool is perfect because it felt like that. Like it felt like it was like the buoyancy of the water
Oh,
was because of like the bacteria
God.
kept me floated up. It kind of reminded me of like, in Belize, you jump in the water, the salt, the buoyancy, like you're just floating. And that's how it was in this fucking like quarry.
doesn't sound great.
We'd come out and be like this algae on us, trash on us.
God.
But we'll go swimming around in it because we're kids. We're like, we're just having fun, like whatever. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of like, Stand By Me. You walk in there, just leeches all over you and shit. Like someone's dead hand gripping you. Yeah, that's fucked up.
No, I don't even like swimming in the ocean. I don't mind the sand, though. Like, you can just wash that shit off. So, not a big deal. Black sand is great, too. I like black sand beaches.
Yeah.
It's hot, though. Volcanic ash. Ash.
We know what that means.
Appreciate you guys joining us for an impromptu Sunday night episode of LG's House.
A little quickie.
Coming up possibly on Thursday? Maybe Wednesday?
Let's do
Wednesday night?
Wednesday night. Let's do Wednesday night. I can do that.
We might have a special LG's Kitchen.
Let's switch it up.
We might have a special. Gary might be cooking.
We'll see.
Gary's got something cooking.
We'll see.
Gary's
We'll
cooking.
see.
As the kids say, Gary's cooking. Woo! Thanks for joining us. You've been listening to LG's House. I'm LG. That's Gary Snyder. We'll be back Wednesday night. Stay tuned. Sports Cave comes back Monday, 8 p.m. Y'all have a good weekend.
Peace.
Weekend's over. Have a good Sunday night. Rest of your week. See you tomorrow on the Sports Cave. Peace out.